All right, let's see. I am live. Grugs, I see you there, brother. Can you see me? We're doing a testing 1, 2, 3. Somebody got to tell me something.
Okay, just got something.
Okay, all right. So let's see here. We got Grugs in the room. Can you see me, babe? While I'm looking.
Yep.
There we go. There's the shredder. John Peters. Hello, brother John.
Gotcha.
Okay. We're Garen, how are you, BC? There we go.
You're good.
All right. So we're live. Matt, how are you? Tina, how are you? Here's what we're going to do as people come in, because I will spend all night saying hello to everybody coming in. There we go. Good evening. Good evening. I'm glad everybody's here. I'm thinking that is that Freak Show EDC? I kind of dig that. There's my guy from Riding Humboldt. Hey, guys, listen, thank y'all for coming in. As everybody comes in, there's Mikey. As everybody comes in, Miss Tina, if you will do your best to welcome. Hey, Miss Lauren, I'm glad everybody's coming in. Listen, here's what we want to do. As everybody's coming in and getting set, y'all start posting kind of what you're carrying today. Casey, what's going on? Knives Fast is here. Mama Shredder's here. Now, this is the second time I'm doing this, so it's going to be a mess. Y'all go ahead and get ready for that, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm glad everybody's here. I hope everybody's had a good day. Let me do this before we get too far into it. Put in the comments what you're carrying. Mikey's got his Voyager large going. I know we got a lot of people coming in. John Peters is here. Tina's here. Everybody's here. So I hope y'all have had a great day. As we're getting started, let's do this. Let's do this. Vets, I love you. Y'all know this is a big part of my thing. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. Hey, listen, this is October's kind of our letter writing thing to legislatures, senators, congressmen. Guys, I know they're aware of hashtag 22 a day. I get it. But I want to make sure that we're writing it and we're putting it in front of them. Y'all do that for me. Let's get some movement on that. We've got to figure out some ways to help our vets. Do that for me. I appreciate it. Eggs and Ham, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. So, vets, I love you. We've done that part, 22 a day. We back to blue. We support Leo. And if you're an addict, never quit quitting. And I see BC Gerbs. Gerbs is an awesome dude, man. Awesome, awesome dude. I see stuff coming in. We got all kind of carries going on. I'm glad y'all are here. It takes the first 20 minutes to say hello to everybody. Good Lord. Hey, let me show y'all this, because I've got to send this back to Lefty before he reports it to the law. This is the 80-20.5. I'm sending this back to Lefty tomorrow. Guys, this one's pretty. I like this. How are we doing? There we go. I like this carry. This is about the smallest pocket knife handle wise I can carry. How does that? Some of y'all that carry these, does anybody else have one of these? Jimbo, what's going on, son? Let me know how it fits y'all's hands so I can get a good idea of my hand size. Whoop, there we go. So here's what we're going to do. I've got a bunch of knives I want to show y'all. I know it, brother. That is true. Jerb said for an addict to make it to 50, it's a miracle. That's the truth. Hey, let's do this. Greg had an awesome birthday, man. Let's do this. Let me say this as far as addicts go. I don't talk about it a whole lot other than to say Michael, thank you, man, that I am an addict and probably will be till I'm dead. I've been clean for about a year and a half. Feel really, really good. Probably, well, year and a half, year and 3/4, something like that. I feel really, really good. There are days that it's a struggle. Today, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Thank you, Mama Shredder. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is kind of where my mindset is. Y'all have heard me talk about the Hoda. You've heard me talk about my brother E that passed last year. Hoda passed 10 years ago. Matthew passed in 2018. Hoda said he would never see 40. Matthew said the same thing. I said I'd never see 50. And here's the deal. I hadn't really thought about it. I felt good, man. I felt clean. I've been going. We've lost some weight. For some reason, I told Megatron this yesterday. I got this unnatural, unhealthy paranoia that I was going to die in my sleep last night. I broke out in a sweat. My heart started racing. That's just part of the craziness. Sometimes when you go through stuff, it doesn't make any sense. But this morning when I woke up, I think I was probably the happiest dude on this planet. I said that to say, I know some of you guys, Mike, thank you, man. I know some of you guys struggle with the same things I do. I know some of you don't. And I'm proud of you that don't. But for those of you that do, no, Casey, brother, it's good. It's just one of those crazy things, man. But for those of you who struggle with it, let me just say this. Mikey, and I've said this a million times. I watched a video the day I got fired last year, or this year, and it was Mikey at Cerebral Ballsy just talking about everything's going to be okay. That's why I include that in my videos, because it put me in another mindset. And Mikey, actually, that did a lot, man. I can't tell you everything that just hearing that meant to me. I appreciate you, brother. And just hearing everything's going to be okay. And I thought, you know what, man? I've been through so much. Everything's going to be okay. And that's why when I say it, I don't say it tritely. So to you guys who are going through some of this stuff and struggling with some of this stuff, hang in there. It's not always that easy. And I know that. People say, oh, just get help. And if anybody can attest to this, it's Tina. We've been very upfront with E. E had his struggles. When it came down to trying to get E into a place that could help him, Tina can tell you, I think she contacted over 100 different places. The truth is, and I've been guilty of saying this, when somebody maybe ODs or does something like that, we'll say, well, why didn't they get help? Sometimes, guys, you can't get help if you don't have cash. And this we don't do politics, religion, or her. That's not where this is going. I'm just telling you, we've seen up front, firsthand, game on. We tried to get Eric everywhere. She finally got him in a place. But I'm gonna mention this and then we're gonna move on from this. But at 50, I wanted to celebrate my sobriety, one, because I'm happy to be here. I wanted to encourage those of you who are going through some stuff, because it's tough, man. And let me say this too. Some people use drugs, alcohol, whatever to cope with hard times. That's not me. I am the opposite. Pistol Pete, my guy, digging the shirt. When things are good is where I have to watch out. It's almost like being scared of success, man. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you. You know, it's like being scared of success. It's like, I got some money in my pocket. I'm feeling good. I'm happy. And then it starts coming. So last I'm going to say about it, if you're dealing with some kind of addiction, if you're dealing with some kind of struggle, one, you ain't alone. Redneck Renegade, my brother, Dude, I love that guy. I love that guy. Riding Humboldt County. You know what I'm talking about, man. But please know this. You're not alone. You're not alone. And we're like I said, we're gonna kind of move on from this. But I mentioned it so much. I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit sometimes about the struggles. When you see me making a bunch of videos and stuff, my highs are real high. And it's like, man, I gotta do. It's idle hands. But then, and some of y'all may know this, some like when you go, you just get super high. And I'm just talking about this nervous energy, and you're going and you're going and you're going, and then it goes. That's where I'm at. So having said all that, thank y'all for being here. I love y'all. God knows I do. Here's what I want to do. I keep paying attention to the comments, and I apologize. This is only like my second. Usually my guy Joe's with me and he can navigate me through this stuff. So every now and then I'm gonna stop. I'll enter the comments. We'll take some if you guys have some questions, hit me up. If I miss it, thank you, John. If I miss it, thank you, Dwayne. Ask me again, because like I said, some of this is new to me. And believe me, old Scabber's not quick enough to keep up with everybody. Gruggs has been here since 7:38. So here's what I want to do. Now, I mentioned this. I just put out a video, and it took longer for whatever. I did the proper chopper by Work Tough Gear. Hard use. That's out there. Now, Kongs and Bases, I love you, brother. Isaac, thank you, man. I just put out that video, Work Tough Gear. It's a hard use, hardcore video. I am a big fan of Work Tough Gear. Big fan. But I said in that video, and if you haven't seen it yet, I said in that video, I've got the Work Tough Gear proper chopper. I've got the Work Tough Gear EDC, the Nomad EDC, and the Nomad field knife. Now, what I'm going to do when those dull up, and I'm trying to use them as much as I can, I'm going to send them to Mikey. I want Mikey to sharpen them. I want to get his take on it. The proper chopper is SK85. The Nomad field knife and the Nomad EDC, I believe, is the 34, ATS 34, something like that. Here's a sneak peek. Now, at the end of October, now, let me say this too. I am in no way affiliated. Backyard Knife Dude, Ken, my guy. That dude, I'm here because of Ken. Love that dude. For those of y'all who don't know, I have no business affiliation with Work Tough Gear. Just so y'all know, just like I have no affiliation with KHHI as far as a business goes. I love both of them stuff. I love testing both of them. Both of them have been immensely good to me. But just so you guys know, there's no like business relationship there. This is the Nomad. This is the Nomad EDC. Designed by Zeke Manacho, built by Vic Lim, Work Tough Gear. Now, let me say this. And let's get some discussion on this. When Work Tough Gear started, there were a lot of doubters because they were going to fire up in Thailand. Now, Mr. Vic, Eric, what's up, brother? Mr. Vic was American educated. Got his education over here. He fired up the company in Thailand. Let me just say this to you. Honest to God, Work Tough Gear does some of the best knives I've tested. I'm talking about fit, finish, coming in, just razor sharp. Holy hell. Really, really sharp. Work Tough Gear, they do the 3D Machine G10. It's outstanding, super comfortable. They do some outstanding work. There's a limited run on the Nomad EDC coming at, I believe, at the end of October, like next week. So you'll want to check their website. and stay on that. Okay. Again, no affiliation on that stuff. I just want y'all to know that I love them. Now, let me show you what my guy D-Bad sent me yesterday. This is the Rough Lander. From KHHI. I think this is one of his newest. I've got to get my aim right on that. Now, we'll have a video on this coming out, if not Thursday, if not Friday, but this will be coming this week. That is an absolute animal of a knife. Now, I think D-Bad already did his video on it, so mine will be far superior. We all know that. Somebody needs to text his ass and tell him he's always doing something when somebody goes live. That dude's full of energy. Now, he sent me this one. What is it? What am I most grateful for from BC Gerbs? Thank you, Megatron. Brother, what am I most grateful for? Megan. Absolutely. Hands down. Megan is what I'm most thankful for a lot of reasons. And anybody that's had that person, you know what I'm talking about. Big Red's here. Hey, brother. Hey, I'm just glad you came through. Big Red EDC's here. The other thing I'm thankful for is all of you and the support. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my son. I'm thankful to be here. Thank you, Greg. We're going to try. There's BC, if I sat here, I could start now and it'd probably be tomorrow. Chuck and Steele's here. Love that dude. He's one of them Bama boys. He's over here near my son.
Don't you make me cry?
Don't be crying.
No crying. Okay. No, stop.
But I'm thankful mostly for Megan, so she'll start crying.
Oh, stop it.
No, I am most thankful for Megan. I am thankful for my family. I had lunch today with my mom and dad. At 50, and they're hitting 70. There's just so many things, man. So many things to be thankful for. That's why when I touched on the addiction up front, roll tide. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. I don't want to, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to. There's just too much to be thankful for. And so when I said earlier, I said my highs are high, my lows are low. You know, one of the things, Hollywood Tactical, love that guy. One of the things that keeps me when I need to be even keel is just thankful. I'm just thankful. There are times, and I mean this, there are times when it's just like, and I'm down or whatever, there'll be a comment. There's always in Donnie B all days here. He's thankful for fun. When I'm down, you guys never fail me, man. I'm telling y'all, and you could ask Megatron. There are times where I'll just be having a shit day, and somebody will send an email, somebody will send a nice comment, and so BC, I'm thankful for all kinds of stuff. And Big Red EDC and Donnie B all day and Backyard Knife Dude and Matt Pearson and Greg, Jersey Knife Guys here, Pistol Pete, all of you folks can attest to that. Now D-Bad's just high on life. He's just high on life. I don't know if you were in the room, D-Bad, but I just showed him this one. The Rough Lander. Man, that thing's bad. We're going to bring this one out. So, BC, that's what I'm thankful for. Y'all put in the comments what y'all are thankful for. I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful that here's what's crazy to me. When I decided I was going to get clean, I slept for about a week. Megan knew. Megan's one of the smartest people on earth, but she didn't say nothing, bless her heart. I think she was just happy that we were turning things around. I slept for about a week, and then for 3-4 years, I've always loved knives. So, I mean, I've always loved them, always had them from the time I can remember. I've always had them. But once I started kind of waking up, I was like, I got to have something to do. I'll never be a person who comes home from work, sits down and watches TV, gets up and goes to bed. I just bounce off the walls. I love knives. I watched Advanced Knife Bro, and back then, I think I've mentioned this before. I seen D-Bad's video on the 1917 Frontier Bowie, and I thought, I'm gonna do a YouTube page. And Megan, being long suffering as she is, said, okay. And then we started a video. I think D-Bad's one of the first people who commented on a video. Backyard Knife Dude's first dude that shouted me out. My guy Salty Red Corn is in the room. And Salty, how y'all do me this favor, because y'all know I'm gonna be all over the place. How many of y'all are either from North Carolina or West Virginia? I know John Peters is from West Virginia. No, that's not. Donnie said his video was so bad it inspired me. No, here's the thing. Here's the whole thing with D-Bad's video. Here was my whole thing. It was a dude who just loved a knife. Carl Ruger's in the house. Listen, if y'all make a comment, I miss it, make it again. I'm telling y'all, I'm new at this. Dwayne's from NC. I got my mama's people from North Carolina. Now, when I watched Donnie's video on that 19, I just thought, man, there's a dude that's having fun. And I've stole most of the stuff Donnie does. I mean, I got a stump. I chop stuff. Jimbo, I talked to Jimbo about doing it. Jimbo's been here from the beginning. I just thought, I'm going to do that. So the first video I put out was on the cold steel cane sword. It's terrible. It's like this live stream. It's terrible. But I got better, and I'll get better at this. But I enjoy making videos. And then once it bit, the crazy thing was there's enough of y'all that don't have enough common sense to know they're not any good. Y'all just kept subscribing. I thought, holy smokes, this is going to be something else. And y'all haven't quit subscribing. Rusty Knife Lovers in the thing. Rusty, Matt, Brothers of the Knives, Carl, Chuck and Steel, all you guys, Cerebral Ballsy, all you knife guys know, and everybody that makes videos, there's a little something to it. Grugs, Legion Tactical. To me, making the videos, it's idle hands, but I love playing with knives. I like playing with knives. I'm being honest with you. I mean, I look at like Donnie, I look at Big Red EDC, I look at Casey, I look at Neve's Knives, Advanced Knife Bro, and I look at all these guys, and I've got to get my knowledge where they're at, and I'm working on that. But dude, I just love playing with knives. That being said, I like Carl's videos too. Carl always does them. Carl put out a damn video where he sang a song. I can't play a radio. He's up there picking and grinning. Carl Ruger's one y'all need to get on and subscribe to. Jersey Knife Guy's another guy. Listen, I'm glad y'all are all in here, but let me tell you something to all the content creators that are here. Man, thank y'all. Thank you for the support. That's the other side. It's not just people that subscribe. It's all the content creators who have each other's back. Man, we always rally when we need to. And I'm appreciative of that. Listen, I mentioned Mikey doing some sharpening for me, and I've told y'all before I tell y'all about DJ Horn, I'm going to show y'all something. I got this. My guy, Salty Red Corn, said, hey, brother, I sent you a package. So Megan gets a package. I was at work, and I said, hey, did we get a package? She said, yeah. I said, open it up. She said, are you sure? I said, yeah. Let me see it. I mean, I was at work. So Megan shoots me a picture, and I think it was a Brothers in the Knife shirt for her. And I thought, huh. Well, come to find out, Salty had sent an artisan cutlery, and he had sent a 8015. The 8015 I was going to test out, and the artisan cutlery was for me. Well, when we got to looking at the package, somebody had slid them both out. That's just sorry, because it's somebody at the post office. It's like, really, dude? So wasn't long after that, my boy sent me another artisan cut. This is called the Bronze. I love this knife. Let me show y'all something real quick, just for, as quick as I'm going to do anything. Here's the Billy Watt, just for size comparison. This is the artisan cutlery. Now, I don't know. I know it's D2 steel. Here's the Billy Watt. Just give y'all a little size comparison there. This knife, I don't know why in my head I had artisan cutlery being, I don't know, but I love the feel of this knife. Man, this thing feels good. Yeah, I'm sending, Mikey, I'm going to send, are you talking to me? May not be talking to me. You may not, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, D-Vad. I like that one from, I'm learning all this stuff. And Big Red's right. There is a ton of positivity through this community. But there's a ton of positivity because we keep it that way. And that's the way we need to keep it. Now, I'm glad, Big Red, I'm glad JB brought that up, because that's kind of where I wanted to go with that. With what's your style of pocket knife? A lot of times, guys, for whatever reason, this or the Billy Wah, 95% of my pocket knives are bigger pocket knives. They just are. I'm comfortable with that, and I'm trying to learn, because you can't just run a channel on one thing. You can, but you handicap yourself. And Casey, I agree 100%. Y'all, if you like smaller knives, let me know. If you like medium, everything I have, Todd, thank you, brother. Everything I have, pocket knife wise, I always wear these sunglasses. See, if I don't wear sunglasses, see that eye right there, or this eye right here? That's why I do this. So it's not being cool. I'm super tired today, but I was going to show y'all a couple things. One is, let me pull out this Medford. Now, again, this is a bigger pocket knife that I love. This is one that I love. Now, I sent this one to DJ Horn, and the reason I did that is because I used the Work Tough gear, the Work Sharp. I used the Work Sharp, but I didn't freehand it. I used it on the pull through. Let me say this really, really quickly to everybody. The Work Sharp's awesome freehand. It's awesome with the blade guide. Pulling it through, unless you just really, really know what you're doing, and I did not, freely admit it, you'll dick a knife up. Now, I want to say this. DJ did a phenomenal job bringing that back. This was a knife given to me by Captain Electro. And I love this. I absolutely love this. But I sent a few to DJ. DJ is an OEM. He was the guy with Southern Grind forever. He did a bunch. He put a bunch of the Billy Wads together. Lion still made them. DJ sharpened them up, put them together. So DJ's a guy. When I screw one up, I send to him. And there was one in particular that I wanted to show y'all. If I can find the damn thing. Really? Here it is. This one is Megatron's. This one is Megatron's. This is the best tech kendo. Now, from what I understand, this is Megan's favorite knife right here. And I come home one day, so she's gonna go from crying to being mad. I come home one day and she'd been working in the garden with this one and had it sticking straight up in a glass of water. Because you clean kitchen knives with soap and water. This one didn't take it well. So this one had to go to DJ. He broke it apart. Now I've seen him to me at this point. He's told me, he says, Gab, you're gonna have to learn to take these apart now. So, but this is the best tech kendo. Now, I don't know if many of you knew this. Y'all probably did because y'all know way more about this stuff than I do. Here's an off-grid. Best Tech makes a lot of off-grid knives. One day I had put this knife up because Megan loved it. I put this up, and I think I put the off-grid Viper up and put it on Instagram and just saying how much, we love the knives. And the guy from Off-Grid said, man, Best Tech's awesome. They make a lot of our knives. I never knew that. Never knew that. Is Samurai Bird in here? I think he is. Samurai, how are you, man? Thank you for joining us. So, Donovan 2's in here. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining us, Donovan. Glad you made it, brother. Matt, thank you. D-Real, thank you for being here. Matt, what size pocket knife do you carry, brother? Because Matt Pearson, for those of y'all that don't know, Matt ain't small, son. He's like 6'9", 300 pounds. Matt, what's your ideal pocket knife size? Matter of fact, if you guys would, good seeing you, man. Good seeing you, Donovan. Megatron said she had no idea. That's okay. That's how we learn. But back to my point, this is the other reason I've got to up my knowledge, because he pulled it apart. This thing's good as new, man. He reprofiled the blade, put the point back on it. There was another one, if I can find it, and I will show y'all a couple. Now, we're going to get to a couple of knives. Here's another one that D-Bad sent. Now, here's one, and I don't know if Eric Hussein's in here or not. If I missed Eric, I hope I haven't. But I know Eric 117 is here. All right, brother. That's a good dude right there. Eric 117 is an awesome, awesome dude, man. Now, this is one that D-Bad sent. Now, this is the Tylite Chris. The Tylite Chris. Thank you, BC. Love your brother. This is the Tylite Chris. And looking at it, it looks pretty badass. Now, I don't think D-Bad was a huge fan of it. And then when I got it, I kind of figured out why. It's made for one thing. Now, I will say this. Gerbs, take it easy, brother. That's a good dude, man. BC Gerbs is just a good dude. Knife Candy, what's up, brother? Gerbs is one of them dudes, man, when you're having a bad day. What is your favorite carry knife scab? Bubba, Casey, it's going to be, if I can find it. Here's the thing. It's my Billy Wall demo. Eric Hussein. Eric said he had the Voyager, much better cutter. That dude knows cutting. Okay. Okay. Got to get the Voyager. Casey, this is from Knives Fast. You can see what he asked. Here's my favorite EDC pocket knife right now. Um, this one actually DJ Horn had sent me his. He says, "Gav, I want you to do a review on it. I want you to go hard on it, and it is made for hard use." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Robert Young Pelton and Bill Harsey designed it. It's called the Billy Wah. There's going to be some people watching it. You need to don't go easy." I said, "Okay." So I did my research on it, on who Billy Wah is. Billy Wah is the oldest CIA paramilitary guy in U.S. history. He flew in Afghanistan in 2001 at the age of 71, and was an active participant. Active. So I was already enthused. But Casey, the reason I like carrying this, man, is just Bill Harsey. If you know anything about Bill, he's just like the other guys that I love, design wise. He designs a handle for comfort. And then Robert Young Pelton actually sat down with Billy Wah and discussed a knife he would carry behind enemy lines. Now, here's some stuff on Robert Young Pelton. This is true stuff. He was captured by the FARC guerrillas, not the FARC, in, I believe, Colombia, somewhere down there, and was with them for 2 days. They went drinking the second day. Seriously. They let him go the third day. That's the God's honest truth. If you go on YouTube and look up extreme places or dangerous places, Robert Young Pelton will come up. The Taliban captured him, honest to God, and he talked himself out of it. And it took a little while on that one. But he's been in 120 different countries, 30 different combat zones, been with government forces, guerrilla forces. Robert Young Pelton's a badass. Bill Harsey, and I've had the distinct pleasure. Thank you, Hollywood Tactical. Yep. And apparently they're rough. I've had the distinct pleasure and honor again of talking to Bill Harsey twice. So Keith Carpenter, that's my guy. Love that dude. Thank you, Bubba. But I've got to talk to Bill Harsey twice. So that's I'm thankful for that too. I mean, there's Megan and then there's Bill Harsey. Just saying. And y'all know I'm playing. Now, let's see. Yeah, Casey, I'm the same way. I like whether it's music or anything like that. I love a good story. I really, really do. Now, let's see what Greg says here. Civivi. I have a couple of Civivi. I don't have many, but I love my Civivis. D-Real, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Now, Brothers in the Knives is always carrying a Spider code. Let me show y'all a couple things because I'll ramble and ramble and ramble. My guy, JR, I think everybody has that guy on their channel that helps them out. And if they don't, they should. JR is a guy who has been incredible to me. Now, we have in January, we're having a raffle. We're going to raise money for vets. We're going to do our veterans hashtag 22 a day. Now, here's the deal. When we do our raffles, I have My Bad Adventures. My Bad sent a concept. I think I'm saying that right. A badass knife. I got it sitting right over there. He's already sent a concept. My guy JR has sent a Sig Sauer made by Hogue. It's going to be part of our raffle in January. This is going to be one of the biggest raffles that I hope we ever have. My goal for January, and let me pull this 6 hour out. This I didn't know Hogue made 6 hour. My goal for January is to raise. I hope we're gonna try to raise $10,000. That's going to be our goal. Okay. Can we do it? I don't know, but we're going to try to get enough stuff in. Here's how I do my raffles. You donate to a charity and send me a screenshot of your receipt. Nothing, and I mean zero money, comes to Choir Boys Cutlery. That is a massive prerequisite for me. I want to keep everything on the up and up. I don't want any indiscrepancy or anything like that when it comes. Shield Arms is in the house. I love that guy's channel. Shield Arms, thank you for being here. I don't want any discrepancy, none, when it comes to vets. Okay. So what you do is you donate to a charity. I would prefer, and it has to be a veterans charity, I would prefer Mission or hash, what is it? Mission 22, the Fire Watch, something that's reputable. But you send me, yeah, brother, Big Red, JB, anything like that. Anything. What I do is this. What we do is you send in, like, say you donate $25 to Mission 22. I'll set a number. I usually talk to like the guys who are donating stuff, and I always try to get a consensus of how much a ticket is. Say a ticket's $10. You send $30 to Mission 22. That will get you 3 entries into the raffle, and we'll put all kind of packages together. It's never just one winner. Because I want more than one winner, and I want to make sure that we get as much bang for our buck as we can get. So JR has donated, I dropped that. JR has donated the 6 hour made by Hogue, and it is absolutely freaking awesome. This will be part of the raffle. The Big Red, I'm all about it, brother. As much, you've got a Corvette, I'm sure. Big JB, brother, I think it will be awesome for sure. As much as we can get in to donate to it, that's what I want to do. Casey, do you have experience with this? This 6 hour, I've seen a couple of you guys review it, and I'm probably going to do a quick review on it. I had no idea Hogue made this. It's got a nice little lock here. I about cut my finger off earlier doing that. That was one of the things that JR sent. Now, he also sent, and I've got to look it up, but he also sent for one of our raffles, pretty cool little OTF. And one thing that JR sent that I'm not going to pull it all out. I've got a TRC. I am pulling that out because I wanted to look at that. A TRC South Pole, which I'm really, really excited. I did 2 videos on TRC. I believe that's what this is. Lord, please let that. Yeah. This is TRC and LMAX. If you'll remember, I did the Apocalypse, and I did the Apocalypse Little Brother. And this is the South Pole. Now, this is the mid-size TRC. They use all LMAX. I believe they're from the Ukraine. They make hard-use knives. Got some jimping there. This is that canvas micarta. My guy Zeke Monacho actually made the comment that very few knife makers do as much with LMAX as TRC does, and he is a designer for Work Tough Gear. That speaks volumes when a designer for another company compliments your stuff. That really is, John. It is a good looking knife. Andreas, thank you for coming in, man. Thank you so much. He's got to go to bed. We're not going to be on much like Jevon's Knife Addict. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. We won't be on for much longer. I wanted to thank all y'all for coming on. I just wanted to come on and chat for a minute. I'll get better at these as we go. I want to make sure, one thing I want to do for this upcoming year as we go is make my knife reviews cleaner, focus more on the knife reviews. I'm thinking about doing a riding with scab maybe once, twice a month. Buddy, that's perfect. Thank you, Shield Arms. I want to do a riding with scab maybe twice a month. I'd like to do maybe a live once or twice a month. Y'all let me know what you think about that, and really kind of clean up and not be as rambly on my knife reviews. I've got a bunch of knives in to review. I've got a bunch of stuff getting ready to move forward. I think I've got, now, one thing I am going to review, and I put it up here. I'll have to find it. D-Bad sent, Donnie sent, he did a video on it, and I've got it in here somewhere. He took a bastard file and made me a throwing spike out of it. Now, I was at the gas station throwing it at the, y'all know how they have them signs there? I was practicing that while I was getting gas. Probably wasn't the best thing to do, but I did it. So I threw it a couple times. The guy from inside came out. He was impressed with my throwing. So I put it on top of the car, got my gas. No, I hadn't lost it yet. Took off down the road, going down 16, and I heard it hit the trunk, about hit 6 cars behind me, but it's a foot-long bastard file. So I had to whip around, and it was laying right where it fell, son. People ran over them left and right, but that thing was here. I've got it here somewhere, and I put it on my table. I'll find it. I'm going to do a video on it. It's cool as hell. I've got all my D-Bad, all my KHHI knives right here. Let me show y'all one more too for you. The other stuff that JR sent, and I am so thankful for JR, I'm going to finish that thought. He sent stickers, and then he sent a bunch of just absolute goodness for strops and knife maintenance. A bunch of this stuff. Now, I've got some strops that DJ Horn, and JR, again, my brother, thank you so much for everything you do for this channel. I mean, for everything. I'm going to have a giveaway coming up pretty soon, and I'm going to put together a really nice strop package. Brothers in the Knives said, yeah, the bone throne is awesome. Bone throne is awesome. Now, here is a knife that JR sent that's not to keep. I'm going to review and send it back. Thank you, Chad. This is the Bark River. I don't even know what it is. I probably should have read the email one more time before I delved into it, but we'll do a review on it and then y'all know. That's an absolutely gorgeous knife. Bark River. We will have a review on it coming up. JR's also got to be one of the most trusting people in the world, man. The guy has just sent me all kinds of just good stuff. I mean, TRCs, Bark Rivers, all kind of stuff. I am so thankful for that. Well, Carl, you've already got a Randall, so nobody wants to hear that. Carl said he wants a Bark River. Carl's got a Randall wanting a Bark River. Come on, man. But again, JR, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to put together a really nice strop package with some of the stuff that JR sent, with some of the stuff that DJ Horn sent. We'll probably put a pocket knife in that. Now, here's the deal. I'm at $24.85, and this is going to be kind of we got a couple more topics, and then we're going to go. I'm at $24.85. At $2,500, we're going camping. I know that everybody is super duper excited about our camping trip. Megan in particular is just super excited. Super excited. I'm super excited. I have no idea how to camp, but we're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. When we hit 2,500. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing we're going to have to do. At 2,500, we are also giving out a D-Bad preacher. So in 15 away now, it's probably a couple weeks because I had a turd hit my bank account and I had to shut down my card Saturday. But that'll all be fixed this week. I'm going to go ahead and order from KHHI Nepal. But it'll be, we're giving away every 500. Somebody asked me, said, Scab, are you really giving away a knife every 500 subscribers? I said, yeah. Why would you not? And a D-Bad preacher. You can't beat it. So, yeah, every 500 subscribers, and we're coming up on 500, so we're going camping. We're giving away a D-Bad preacher. We're giving away some other stuff. It's going to be exciting. Well, guys, y'all hit me with some questions for about 5-10 minutes, and we'll wrap this thing up because it's 8:30. And, all good people got to get in bed. I do want to say again, thank y'all to everybody. Knives Fast, man, thank you for being here. Donnie, Blade Ogre, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And Lauren is Cerebral Ballsy's fiance. She's one of the knives behind the wives. One of the wives behind the knives. How do y'all say that?
Wives behind the knives.
Wives behind the knives. There you go. I'll be in trouble. Now, hey, Salty, what part of North Carolina are you from? Somebody tell me. Yeah, actually, Carl, it is, and I'm incredibly thankful for all of y'all. Miss Louise, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you were all here. Well, listen, I'm going to give you a few minutes to ask me a question. Here's the deal. Does anybody, well, JB, the same can be said. Oh, Knife Candy. JB, the same can be said for you, brother. And D-Bad. And see, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Real gets real, right? That's why the community's strong. We're strong because we support each other and we help each other. That's what you do. What would be the point of running out here by yourself? I mean, you can do it. Some people do it. But I'd rather be where I know my brothers and my sisters got my back, just like I got theirs. And let me say this. John Peters I talk to John just about every day. John's just one of them guys. We'll message back and forth. He'll be at work. I'm at work. John's just a good dude. John spreads positivity throughout the community. And it's people like that. He'll just shoot me a thing, man. How you doing? What knife surprised me the most? Performance-wise, what knife surprised me? Okay. So, a couple. One was the preacher. Now, everybody knows that's my favorite knife. But to have a knife that's a 1/4 inch thick or more, to perform like it performed consistently, to feel like it feels consistently, that is just like, it's weird, man. I would say the preacher be the first knife that surprised me the most. The Raja 2 would be another knife. I like big knives. Everybody knows that. I'm blessed to be in Florida where I can carry them. But the Raja 2, for its functionability, JB, thank you, brother. Love you. Have a good night at work. Thank you for being here. The Raja 2, the Billy Wall, the proper chopper today surprised me. That's a great question. I'd say the Preacher, the Raja 2, the Billy Wall, and the proper chopper. And it's not like, oh, I can't believe they work. That's not it. I've been excited about all of them. It's just, I mean, y'all know how it is. And in the way of the world right now, brother, I'm glad Ken's a part of it. Ken, again, is just an awesome dude. But the way of the world right now is this. You know, one of the things, and I think something that knife reviewers are good at and we need a lot of times right now, you can't walk into a store as much anymore. And again, we don't do politics, religion, or her. I'm not touching that. I'm just saying the way of the world, we got Amazon and we got all these things. So you don't know what you're getting a lot of times. I mean, even if I watch a lot of knife reviews, I watch a lot more knife reviews than people probably realize. That's what we have to go by. So I would say those four would be would be the ones that surprise me the most. My guy, Joe, is here. I am so glad Joe's here. Mikey, what is your grill knife? That's easy. A Randall. Matt's a Randall. That I mean, a Randall. I've JR, what's up, brother? There's JR. That, if y'all ever wonder who I'm talking about, JR's right there. He's in the comments. I don't know why the hell I'm pointing to him. Y'all can't see him, but he's right there. Mikey, my grill knife is a Randall. It's a number one. That for me, that's it. It's just that's it. I mean, and I'll never have one. And that's okay. That's okay. Because here's the thing. Every knife I see, I want. Megan asked me what I wanted for my birthday. Man, I picked out 30 every time. I want that, I want that. Every time I see D-Bag comes out one from Nepal. Every time JB or Casey have one of those, the Finch. Every time Brothers of the Knives come out with an artisan. Anytime I watch y'all, that's the knife I want in that moment.
And what did you end up getting?
Nothing. Oh, I got to yes, Megan wants everybody to know I got a ticket. I was wrongly accused.
Huh.
And so she paid my ticket for me.
I
So.
See. Wrongly accused.
I was wrongly accused.
How?
We're not going to discuss it on the line in front of millions of people. But
millions of people.
No, Megan, again, well, I'm thankful for Megan, because here's what would have happened about 10 years ago. Well, 17 years ago. Hey, Salty, I love you, brother. I really mean that. Thank you for coming by. About 15 years ago, that ticket would have went unpaid. I'm just telling y'all. It would have.
Just like your last two speeding tickets.
Just like the last two speeding. I've had some trouble here lately on the ticket front. I've had like 3 in the past 2 months.
That's the reason for the Crown Vic, though.
But that's why we got the Crown Vic.
Yep.
El Diablo was causing a little. I think the thing is this with the with El Diablo. It was, I bought the truck to have an old kick around truck. It'd been years since I had one. It's a Dodge 1500. I think it's a 99, and it was just, dude. It was a pickup truck. I love the truck. I'm selling it in November. I've got to, but from the time I got in that damn truck till the time I got out of the truck, I was pulled over 15 to 20 times. That's no exaggeration. And I don't speed. I work the shift I work, I get off late, and it just looks like a damn, honestly, it looks like a meth truck. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all, I support the blue. I do. And here's where that comes from. Just so everybody knows, because people ask me, Scab, where does back the blue? And people get all worked up over it. I have a bunch of friends who are law enforcement officers. been that way ever since we got out of high school. And back a year or two ago when all that was going on and they were just getting their ass handed to them, one of them reached out to me and said, Scab, would you please throw some support our way? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And so that's where I back the blue come. And I mean it. I do. I do. But for whatever reason, man, I was just getting pulled over left and right. And I've had the Crown Vic for a couple of weeks, not an issue. So it's just one of them things. And we've lived in this small town for 2 or 3 years now. So people are getting more and more used to me. Zach, yes. Zach asked me if I buy a crazy gas station. Yes. Yes. I just, man, I don't know. If I go in, we went into where was that place we went, babe? This place is awesome. It's like when I located underground utilities, the first thing I located was clean bathrooms. That's what you had to do. And Megan says I'm a gas station snob.
You are.
Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been to a Buc-ee's?
Oh dear.
Holy Donnie, have you been to a Buc-ee's? Y'all ain't lived till you've been to a Buc-ee's. They got brisket sandwiches. They got nuggets.
25-foot wall of beef jerky.
Yes, they have a 25-foot wall of beef jerky.
Beaver
it
nuggets.
Is. Well, I wouldn't mention beaver nuggets, honey.
Well, they're delicious.
But
they're like caramel corn.
Mikey, thank you for coming in, buddy. I love you. Did you go to Buc? Dude, Buc-ee's is the shit. Rusty, you gone, brother? I appreciate you stopping in, man. Listen, I was going to go just a little while longer because my guy Joe's here. Oh, yeah. Blade Ogre, Buc-ee's and Tech. Dude, Buc-ee's is the thing, man. Oh, my Lord. If you hadn't been to Buc-ee's. We went, I'll make this as fast as I'm going to. We went into Buc-ee's about a month or two ago. We went and did some of the bioluminescent kayaking, which Megan didn't tell me was in the damn ocean.
It's not in the ocean. It's intercoastal.
So we stopped as my treat on the way back into Buc-ee's. If I didn't have to come home, I'd still be there. Still be there. You can buy hats. You can buy knives. They had some. I can't remember. John, you're missing life, son. Now there's a Busy Bees. Now let me tell you about Busy Bees, and then I've got to stop. Busy Bees carries Benchmade. Okay. Now you would think a gas station that carries Benchmade. Oh yeah, I'm taking you to Buc-ee's, Joe, when you come in.
Absolutely, we're taking Buc-ee's. There's
that we don't see. Some people take people to like red. I was gonna say Red Lobster. Ain't nobody taking nobody to Red Lobster. What's that damn place? The food place with the blooming onion and all that?
Outback?
Yeah, people go to Outback. We go to Buc-ee's. People come in town. We just take them to Buc-ee's. They got seafood. Now I wouldn't eat it, but they got it. Jerky. Buc-ee's is awesome. Their jerky, I'm telling y'all. I sometimes I lie, but right now I'm telling the truth. They got a 25-foot wall. No, Lauren, it's not close, honey. And I love you.
Lauren. Not even close. It's a mall.
Oh yeah, I got you, Donnie. I got all kind of treats for you. That's Greg. That is the grill. Those are some good ones. But those would be the Buc-ee's of the convenience store world. That's now Busy Bee. Back to my Benchmade thing, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up. I went into Busy Bees and they sell Benchmade, and they've actually got decent prices. I was blown away. But here's the deal: if you spend over $200 on a Benchmade knife in Busy Bees, you get 10% off. Now, that's not hard to do them, and I know, guys, I get it with Benchmade, whatever. But I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah. Blade Ogre, get Bokers in it, man. Buc-ee's, Busy Bees, that kind of place. It's like a damn mall.
Oh God, take Donnie and Joe to Whitey's.
I got Oh, I'm going to. Oh yeah, the Whiteys. If we can ever get them here,
It's true.
they got to come down. Donnie was in at Disney World. Who the hell goes to Disney World? All right, listen. I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Now. My guy Joe Love's in the house. Richard comes in right at the end. Happy birthday to me. Thank you, Richard. My favorite fidget knife. See, I put stuff out where I could find it, and I can't find nothing. I'll tell you the truth, man. One of my favorite fidget knives. I'll show y'all this, and then we'll wrap it up. We're gonna have to wrap it up. My favorite fidget knife is a CRKT CEO EDC. That's my favorite. I'll put a picture of it on Instagram. Great question. Hey, listen, I got to go. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm looking forward to another 50. I'm out. I'm not out yet. Joe, I love this, Joe. Hey, me and Joe will probably be back next week with a scary show. I'm Scab. You're not. I love y'all. I'm gone, son.